back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
El Jefe Dana White has revealed while speaking with the media that the current UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker is in serious condition after contracting staph infection and it not being treated properly. This is what Dana White had to say. He had staph infection in his stomach, and from what I understand, it wasn't treated properly and started to eat away at parts of his organs. He's in serious condition, so it's going to be a minute before he's back, and I think hopefully it turns around quick. But that stuff is life-threatening if not treated the right way. So it's looking like it originally wasn't treated the right way, according to what Dana White is saying. So now they're going to have to really be careful and, keep a good eye on the injury with the best doctors in the world, which the UFC does have access to. So we're going to have to hope Robert Whittaker comes back sooner rather than later. But this does sound serious for Robert Whittaker, who is the UFC's current middleweight champion. And especially if you think about how he got the belt and the situation, this is really a pretty crazy scenario going on in the middleweight division. Now you have to think, just 4 months ago, Michael Bisping was the UFC's middleweight champion. He lost the belt to George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre 3 weeks later vacated the belt, who now Robert Whittaker becomes the undisputed middleweight champion. Well, Robert Whittaker had to fight Yoel Romero in an interim championship fight to get the belt. So now that Robert Whittaker is injured as the new undisputed champion without fighting for the undisputed belt, he's got a serious injury, and who knows how long he's going to be out. Hopefully, as I said, sooner rather than later, or else he might either be stripped or forced to vacate his belt, depending on how serious this injury is. But in the meantime, we've got Yoel Romero stepping up to fight Luke Rockhold in another interim title fight. So if you think about Yoel Romero's last 2 fights, after this fight, it'll be 2 interim title shots. He fought Robert Whittaker for an interim title fight, and his next fight is now Luke Rockhold for an interim title fight. And that's very interesting and pretty, hectic in the middleweight division. But Robert Whittaker does have a pretty serious condition. It's looking here, he is in serious condition. Hopefully he'll get better. Robert Whittaker went through a murderer's road to earn this UFC middleweight belt. He had to fight Derek Brunson, who was on a 6-fight winning streak, 5-fight first round KO streak. Robert Whittaker ended up knocking out Derek Brunson. Fighting Jacare, looked super impressive versus Jacare, probably one of the best performances of his career. Then he went on to the interim title fight to fight Yoel Romero, injured his leg in the first round, and ended up still winning that fight. And now he's going through this as the champion. So Robert Whittaker has had a tough road, but when he comes back, he'll be fighting the winner of Yoel Romero and Luke Rockhold. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.